Hey folks, it's me, Melvin, the only pizza slice who believes holiday parties should come with snacks and shorter lines. You're listening to One Slice at a Time with Ryan and Stephanie, travel agents, Disney pros, and people who treat seasonal overlays like major life events. Let's preheat the oven and get into it.
Thanks, Melvin. Welcome back to One Slice at a Time. I'm Stephanie, travel advisor, a busy mom, and someone who firmly believes that vacation should feel like that first bite of pizza when you ordered the exact right thing. Last week, we did part 2 of our 2026 travel trends. This week, though, we're going to switch gears a little bit and talk about Disney World holiday parties, something that Ryan and Maggie plan their entire year around.
Right. Ryan, pizza-obsessed travel advisor who planned vacations for a living and schedules his own year-around Disney fireworks, seasonal snacks, and limited-time magic. These parties are non-negotiable in our house. We're talking Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, Jollywood Nights, and Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Maggie and I do them every year because we love them. The entertainment, the overlays, the atmosphere, and all the little details Disney only rolls out for a short window. Disney holiday parties are like seasonal pizzas. You can enjoy the regular menu anytime, but when the limited edition slice comes out, you do not skip it.
That's for sure.
All right, let's start with Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. It is Disney creativity at its best. Costumes everywhere, exclusive fireworks, special parades, trick-or-treating, and the atmosphere that somehow feels spooky and family-friendly at the same exact time. One of my favorite details is even how the lines become part of the entertainment. The Haunted Mansion queue with the live ghosts interacting with guests turns waiting into storytelling. That's Disney adding seasoning where no one even asked for it, and it makes it better. I do miss one thing, though. Disney used to do Pirates of the Caribbean overlay with actual human pirates. I know, right? There would be pirates in the line. There'd be pirates throughout the ride that were actually real life humans. It was incredible. You'd be cruising along and suddenly pirates were interacting with you in real time. I wish they'd bring that back. But then there's Space Mountain, which they do that overlay, and it's pitch black, different soundtrack, totally different energy, completely different ride. Simple, intense, effective, thin crust. No notes.
I have done Not So Scary in the past, quite a few times. And it is such a great party for families. The costumes, the music, the characters, the grave diggers, and the parade. Love it. And when they finally brought back the Headless Horseman at the beginning of the parade, we could do really a whole show just about Mickey's Not So Scary Boo-to-You Parade. It really, amazing. Amazing. I think it's one of the best parades, really, that Disney puts out. I like it better even than the Christmas parade, in my opinion, which we'll get to. But one pro tip that applies to all of these parties, always aim for the last showing of that parade, or if there's a last showing of the fireworks or a stage show, because the families with younger kids, they're going to leave after the first one. So it's a little less crowded for the last parade or the fireworks or the stage show. And it makes it a little bit easier to find a spot to enjoy it and get a good view.
A lot of things we didn't talk about in that little quick short segment on Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So
we
go
just
experience
keep talking about it.
No, they have to go experience it for themselves. Pizza
The
pals,
treat
get out
trails,
Yes.
treat trails, and the characters. One of the things about these parties is the characters, there's not the characters that you're going to see every single day in the Disney parks. There will be special character meet and greets, just
like villains.
Like villains mostly, but there'll be Clarabelle, Daisy, Minnie Mouse dressed up as the Sanderson sisters, right? They do that. They have special costumes on even the regular characters. They'll be in the Halloween costumes. And then like just some rare characters are out and about where you are not expecting to find them. And you're like, oh my gosh, look, there's the Sheriff of Nottingham. Who knows who Sheriff of Nottingham is? And he's just out running around, right?
Yes.
So
And Powerline Max doing Stand Out.
Yes,
So,
Powerline Max. Who could forget that,
yes.
right?
All right, let's shift over to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, or MVMCP, as we usually say. This party feels nostalgic and magical every single year. Snow on Main Street, which I know Stephanie cannot get enough of.
Ugh.
Music, beautiful decorations. It really locks in that classic Disney Christmas feeling. It's like a Thomas Kincaid painting come to life.
Mm-hmm.
Space Mountain gets another holiday overlay. This time they've turned on the lights, but they've made them red and green for Christmas, and they play holiday music in there. It's awesome.
Okay, guys, let me just slow down. I need to say this very clearly. The snow on Main Street is everything. I absolutely love it, and I'm not sure why, but I think it smells like peppermint. Maybe it's me imagining the smell of peppermint in the air, but I absolutely love it. I have this picture of Eva, and I'm probably going to get like choked up thinking about it, but she's standing on Main Street and she's looking up at the sky with just this biggest, goofiest smile in her face. And the snow is just falling down around her, and she's in her Belle Christmas dress, and we're waiting on the parade. And just that, it's so magical. You're in the middle of Florida. And it's July. No, it's not July. It's August. No.
It's
just
November.
joking. It's November. They just start early, but not August. But, and it's just, it brings everything together. It's really is hard to describe, but it's just so magical. There's Christmas music playing. It does smell like peppermint. Don't ask me why it smells like peppermint. But I think it does. And it's just, I love this party. This is absolutely my favorite Disney party out of all of them. I will have to say I have not done Jollywood Nights yet. Was trying to get down there this year to do it, and the schedules just would not work out the way I wanted them to.
The other thing about Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is that they have like free cookies and hot cocoa.
Oh yeah.
It's really, it's like advertised as cookies and cocoa, but it's really more than that, because it's cookies, yes, but it's also not just cocoa. There's one station that's eggnog. There's some that are like cider.
Yeah.
Yeah. And pro tip, at least this year, if you went back to Fantasyland train station, it was pretzels, and not like
that's pretty nice.
Not a bag of pretzels. It's like the pretzel that you spend $6 or $8 for during the day is now just being handed out as part of the admission. So,
and the cookies and the cocoa, the snacks, that's all part of the memory. We really haven't talked about all the special food, but really you could walk around these parties and just check a list off of all the special food items they have at the party and have a great time, because they bring out like all of these crazy special treats. Every single restaurant is going to have some special themed treats just for the party, in addition to free cookies and cocoa.
yes. And the cookies, by the way, they come wrapped in plastic, so it's not like
take them home.
Yeah, it's just like the trick-or-treating. Go through the line multiple times, get as many cookies as you want, bring them home, diabetes forever. Now, Jollywood Nights is a totally different vibe. And if you don't even know what this is, it is the holiday party that they have at Hollywood Studios. It's more stylized, it's more curated, it's intentionally smaller in scale.
Mm-hmm.
They lean into this old school glamour, jazzy holiday 1920s music and a party atmosphere that feels festive without being chaotic. In my mind, I know, Stephanie, you haven't been, but
I'm not.
One of the highlights is going to the show in the Hyperion Theater. It's the same theater where they do, during the day, they do the Frozen musical celebration sing-along business. But the show there at night during Jollywood Nights is called What's This? And it is basically a sing-along of all the Nightmare Before Christmas music, and it's awesome. There is there is this huge Jack Skellington that walks out on the stage. It is a puppet. But if you did not like, if you didn't hear me telling you right now that it's a puppet, you may not realize it because it is that well done. Like,
Wow.
because it's dark and it's black and you don't see the puppeteer
Right.
back there doing this thing. The craftsmanship is incredible. It's one of those moments where Disney just flexes, you know?
So, Ryan, I have a question. As
Yeah.
a mom, what age group do you think would enjoy this?
Well, I think adults probably would enjoy every aspect of it. I will tell you, I do think kids would like it because here's the thing. We walked by Rise of the Resistance. We didn't ride it, but we walked by it.
Yeah.
15-minute wait.
Nice.
That ride is notorious for having over an hour wait.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes peak season's 2 hours, you know?
Mhm.
We went and walked right on Slinky Dog. So these parties, and we'll get into this in a few minutes, but there's different crowds that go to these parties. And one of them is the crowd that wants to ride all the rides with
Yes.
without paying for lightning lanes and all that stuff, without dealing with all that. And it really is a lot easier to do it that way. So since they took Muppet Vision 3D out, there is no Muppets to be had at Disney World right now, except during Jollywood Nights, you can go and you can actually see Miss Piggy and Kermit on stage. They are sort of like the MC of the show that's happening. That's really cool because you don't,
Yeah.
it's a very rare character sighting because of the nature of them being
Right.
puppets, you know? So it's very, very cool.
Quick time out, people. Before you start planning your entire year around Disney parties, this is your reminder that Ryan and Stephanie are travel agents. Real ones, human ones, not animated pizza slices like me. If you want help planning Disney holiday parties without stressing over dates, tickets, or strategy, send an email to bookings at oneslicepod.com. And now, my favorite segment is back. It's time for Ryan's Crusty Review.
All right. Since we just finished talking about Jollywood Nights, I am here to tell you that there is pizza in Hollywood studios. And you might not think that there is because Pizza Rizzo did go away. But
Thank God.
it's me, so you know I found it. You know I found the pizza. And before I went to Jollywood Nights 2 weeks ago, I was like, well, there's pizza. I have to have it. It's at Catalina Eddie's. Catalina
Okay.
Eddie's is on Sunset Boulevard. It's in that there's like this little batch of quick service restaurants there that are kind of near the Tower of Terror. It's basically Pizza Rizzo, though. So if you have feelings about Pizza Rizzo or Pizza Fari
I
over
have
in Animal
feelings.
Kingdom, it's the same pizza. So it's like, thank you for having pizza in the park. Very skippable pizza experience. Get someplace else. Probably a 3 or so, you know, it's there, so it gets some points, but
So, guys, this all boils down to the long and the short of it. We could talk for hours about the ins and outs of Disney holiday parties and how to do this and how to do that, and which rides and blah, 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 blah. But is it really worth it? Prices? How does this look, Ryan? I mean, around $200 a person? A little under $200 a person, depending on which night. Every single one of these parties I know are between $160, $170, up to $200 a person. Right?
and if you've already like put a ton of money out for tickets,
Yeah.
it's like a cheap thing to add on for sure.
True. So it just depends on what kind of guest you are, because there are some very different crowds that go to these type of events. So
Right.
if you're the group that likes to go all out with outfits, you have elaborate Halloween costumes, then you definitely want to do Mickey's Not So Scary. This Mickey's Not So Scary, fun fact, is the only time that adults can wear costumes in Disney parks. So
Right.
there's still costumes rules you have to follow. But if you're an adult that wants to dress up and go to Disney, you want to go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. You love like getting all glammed up. Dapper Day is your idea of fun, then Jollywood Nights. That is definitely your jam. You like joining the family in matching Christmas pajamas for your annual photo, then guess what? Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, that is where you're going to want to be. There's one group there, though, that is strictly for snacks. And I think that is where I fall into this category because every time they release the list of like the foods that they're going to have at these, I'm like, I think I want to go just so I can try all of these cool foods because they make them sound so good. Like,
They
right?
have like the most obscure chicken tender flavors that you can imagine come out during these holiday parties. Like, it's crazy.
Exactly. How many ways can you flavor a chicken tender? They've got them.
Yeah. But then you're collecting cookies that are free and the candy, and it's a big math problem because you're trying to get enough cookies and
Right.
candy to offset the cost of the ticket. It's funny.
And then
But
you have
you've
people
got-
like us. We're trying to fit in as many rides as possible.
That's right. Yes. The people that are chasing short wait times. Like I mentioned, Rise of the Resistance was 15 minutes during Jollywood Nights. That's absolutely bonkers. Even Tron was like 20 minutes at the at the Magic Kingdom party.
You had some good parties.
Yeah, and then you got the exclusive character meet and greets that you can't get any other time of the year, and people are collectors of those, so those lines can be long. You have Chewbacca in his Life Day outfit, Duffy, polar bears, villains, all the things. That alone is worth the cost of the ticket for some people.
That's right.
But that said, it is a separate ticket. So some families easily just add it on, don't even think about it. It's not, we're on vacation. It's vacation money. It spends differently. Others use it instead of a park day or instead of a park hopper.
Right.
I'm big on the trade-off. Like if you're going to go to these parties, I think it's best on your resort day or if you have a resort day the next day. So you do like an Animal Kingdom in the morning if you want, party at night, and then you have the whole resort day the next day because you stayed up till 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever. But it's a bonus experience, not a marathon.
I totally agree with Ryan on that one. These holiday parties run until the wee hours of the morning. So if you don't want exhausted children that have missed out on half of everything because they're asleep in the stroller, make sure you take a break before you go in. And that's our take on holiday parties.
They're festive, they're special, and they're clearly something that we both love for different reasons. But next week's episode is a big one. It's going to be my birthday episode. We have an episode coming out on my birthday, so
And basically, Ryan, we're just going to make it all about you.
Have you listened to this show, Steph? It's pretty much always about me. It's pretty much always about me.
I edit the show. Exactly, Ryan. So, since it's all about you, what's for dinner?
Oh, pizza, as always.
At least you have the correct answer.
That's right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
That's a wrap on today's Slice, friends. Big thanks for hanging out with Stephanie, Ryan, and me, Meltvin, as we served up the details about Disney World holiday parties. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a slice. And if you're ready for some stress-free trip planning magic, reach out to Stephanie and Ryan. They've got you covered like extra cheese. Before you go, don't forget to check the show notes for all the links. If you enjoyed today's episode, leave us a review. It helps more pizza pals find the show. Until next time, stay saucy, stay cheesy, and keep traveling one slice at a time.